okayfm 101.7.
Honorable Ekow Assafuah, MP for Old Tafo. Na Oisaya Deputy Minister Designate for Local Government and Rural Development. Na yeneno entwetwe enkomo. Honorable Mwache. Honorable, good morning. Honorable, good morning. Monsieur Ton Run. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, Minya.
Naboko dear.
Let me have to show me where now.
Yes, young Boko pa. Me bounce no pay a year LGBTQ plus in the bill in one more. President Secretary Dick Krataba Bonting. Now we can say Nano Mumani Abra Mo Pediase a cabinet retreat. Now you sought actually in the program no catch a parliament, so catch a clerk of parliament, you know, to bring a dear sir bill to the president to assign or refusal of it. Now, and who's some of the Pacho Maminti, your take on that?
Kwame, my main chair with people. Now, my son chair also so I'm a pay. I paid the cover for the fee, never so.
When you say a Jumana, Mancho, a Tafabo town, so Metro Himbro, Mancho Himbro, Metro Medoso, a Janechu, Manchu, Janechu, Metro was ungo.
No, LGBT. Yeah, I think that Parliament as an institution, we are filled with your communication to let the Ghanaian people understand really you look as if the emotional aspect of the bill no is taking the center stage. And however, no weekend it me na ministers and deputy ministers and the presidency in your previous and there was this hint say there's been an attempt of service on the presidency with respect to the LGBTQ bill from the clerk of parliament. The bill now, clerk of parliament.
Mami Radie. The law is not speculative on the bills passed by parliament. Asante Bediatuo or Adansi be say there was an attempt.
Well, those are the words of Asante Bediatuo. Unless, of course, the clerk of parliament would deny that they have not made any attempt whatsoever to serve the presidency. Okay. And so, in the circumstances, we will all take it as the truth.
Okay, now, Mam's a question back. Asante Bediatuo, what can you know? I will let him you need more parliament now, more pass a bill, no, and I say clerk of parliament. Because clerk of parliament, he was only trying to convey a power on my book. Now, what the bill, no, Abra president. If you know, no,
so, a clerk of parliament, because Tiziano, but they are doing on the word the constitutional mandate to ferry the bill from parliament to the Jubilee House. Because parliament, from the committee level to plenary, I'm a plenary, I consider, I'm a pass, I go through all the stages of reading, the first reading, the second reading, and
the letter now, the supposed letter, no, not air quote. Supposed letter, if we parliament want to air quote, not if we clerk of parliament want to echo.
If we clerk of parliament, when somebody can catch us, parliament, I only do more the parliament in the give year constitution say it is incumbent on the clerk of parliament who will now ferry.
Because I know chapter there.
Around Article 100, but I may have to confirm again.
Okay.
Article 106, 107 thereabout, but I will confirm for you. Probably even before Shebebe.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
The convention has always been the parliament will be only here. Lack of parliament, not their presidency or not presidency assigning or not to sign within 7 days.
And there was an attempt. Emremuno ebere na yadwuma. Afei de toso mienu. Many honorable news of say ni di nkomo sisi a. And all kind article 106. The power of parliament shall make laws. It shall be exercised. Number 7 now. When a bill is passed by parliament, is presented to the president for assent, he shall signify within 7 days after the presentation to the speaker. There's a bill, no, and then say free parliament and what they come out from clerk of parliament or come speaker that he assents to the bill, that he refuses the bill to the bill unless the bill has been referred by the parliament to the council of state. Enti empolete bia ebefi said the okay clerk of parliament or banu. Se president no respond there. So obe sign so one sign. What the command speaker, not the president. It anu na make us you no one wine.
And no na make a choice said. You look as you individualize it adiano. Adiano minane say parliament no to me se be shemra. Ye be boom we are party. O pass we are enyemra unless of course it has been signed and gazetted. Now in signing it will have to leave the presence of parliament to the presidency. And no say if you want to acquire, it is the duty of the clerk of parliament so to ferry that document or that bill.
Thank you. Now, Mami, what's a question back? Ain't it or no clerk of parliament? Is he part of a parliament?
Of course, it's part of the parliamentary service. In fact,
no, main parliamentary service. But say, mom MPs na move vote to or sworn no. We're part of it.
There be no there's someone coming.
Thank you.
Only duty because me a convince and me MP. But it is not my duty to take the bill to the presidency.
Part of me bo. Some parliamentary services me can. Na me na me deputy clerk of parliament. Na mo and more pass adie bi. I say the president ho. Me the conveyor belt. Say me dia de na Ekow. Me no me de kwa. Na say emwaye bia ho a me na so udi mwaye ne bra me.
No correct. One also the bill if we say wo ana could me wo so the bill because enye me Ekow Vincent and I say enye
the bill. Minim say what can Bediatuo letter now. What can ya?
If I show my kind letter.
Honorable baby, my main can't say minchiro. Now, or say, the last paragraph. Or say, in the circumstances, you are kindly requested to cease and desist from transmitting the bill to the president until the matters before the Supreme Court are resolved. I'm a question her. No, se parliament de yemra de mano se bachire ne fa koma president na obetudi akaje Kofi Asante atwere abram se mama infament ma me mfa nko or that power to say parliament I pass a bill fa koma president so obesan you so onsan you now no can say I Kofi Bediatuo as secretary to the president and say I should cease and desist from bringing this bill to me mfa nko. Cannot happen.
Kwame, and just in and just a woman said the presidency through Asante Bediatuo only sought to draw the attention of the injunction application substituted in court.
I didn't
application. Stop the work clerk of parliament. A drawing of an attention.
No, wait, one drawing attention was you are kindly to cease and desist. Check that you're Jai.
No. Issues of nomenclature and ancestors of words. In my estimation, the presidency sought to draw the attention of the clerk of parliament. The president was trouble. The clerk of parliament, who say, President Adena was trouble. And one number, and I said, him,
and I'm a question. In law, you can't put something on nothing.
Okay.
You can't put something on nothing.
Okay.
At the end, Ankasano, Matisa, Honorable Assafuah say, or the Mbeko court. And now, the Miyako court, me receive summons be then I begin to act on it. And I attempted to, then I attempted to. No, I can't do that.
Kwame, Osha rate no. In fact, Osha Dr. Amanda Diano.
Oh, Debbie, everything called him Pesebako. Mimi question is say. A dear Nessie President Quine, according to Article 106 Clause 7. So, Beji, would you to we are? Then now I throw Aquacoma, the Speaker of Parliament to say, Saudi Amuye process no Nipabi has been commenced in the Supreme Court. Say.
That is not the law. Kwame.
Hey.
Kwame.
Me ba to mamin kan wa hawo ba to mamin kan me kan constitution say bia me burofo na enye adamantia say na mentia mamin kan constitution eni article 106 7 clause 7 where a bill is passed by parliament is presented to the president for assent, he shall signify within 7 days. Yeah, the bill no command or 7 days after the presentation to the speaker that he assents to the bill. So wajetum or that he refuses to assent to the bill, and I want him to. Unless it did nothing stops the president from receiving the bill.
And you know what? But I'm also suggesting to you that this clause, which is Article 1067, will only have place if and only if there is absence of an application of an injunction stopping the clerk of parliament or parliament from proceeding to act based on the constitutional mandate that has been given to the clerk of parliament.
My Mr. question. E-levy. Every president sent to that bill. No, be the court.
Kwame. No, be a court.
Hey.
But still, now but true. Some court. Nase, somebody should be cited for contempt of parliament. No lawyer need no assembly fund one can't anything about contempt of parliament. 2, court now so to me I'll find the person on his own motion and that's so good for contempt of parliament. How can we be the one to answer for this the question? And the Jamaican mature say in the circumstances and we did the case of Ayite versus Agbofu number 2. That case was very instructive in something like this. The case was to the effect that when the Supreme Court had the occasion to explain.
Mimisa bako say. It is a Musha Mrebia Bachoti. Musha Mrebia aha. Nase Emrano a bill. Now they call parliament here. Clerk of parliament in a beginning somewhat response will be should go to the clerk of parliament, not the speaker of parliament. Is that what you want to imply?
Kwame.
But would you mean for the letter way any subsequent letters be a beba? A clerk of parliament, any common president, whether to signify his signature that he assents to it or his refusal to assent to it. Let it be say a free a parliament or the plenary no more to aba agia to bill ni na wie e president wa president in his response no will respond to clerk of parliament sana ba so kire
Gabriel some person said this one was not in response to any letter. This one was by virtue of the respondent in the writ, which is the Attorney General's advice till you Kwame Emrano, the one who here over young from so, what they now check Mamma Mensta. So, Oshe, rate me be what? Attorney General, a respondent of an injunction application. The Attorney General is also an officer of the court. The Legal Profession Act, no, Emma Unu say, the way an officer of the court, and that's why it is incumbent on you not to advise your client or not to advise any person who is a party to that writ to do anything that will prejudice the administration of justice. And the Attorney General, and I advise the President that he is a respondent per Article 88. He is a respondent in the matter, and for that matter, he will have to advise the government that by virtue of the fact that we are responding to the matter, this is what I have done.
And what the meeting in ask you, but me point, up to now, me say, let be a bill. I a president. What lane best say a clerk of parliament into response to be a clerk of parliament. That has been a convention and now sana parliamentary America.
Yeah, this one is not a response to any communication from the Speaker of Parliament or from Parliament. This one is an advice to the clerk of Parliament who sought to transmit or ferry the bill.
Maybe I just say clerk of Parliament. Why the money to me say for comment?
Parliament the money to me.
Thank you. Do you know the way? And what the two?
Because no one did the bill.
Mbacho mubo. Monshi she mu. Moye bibia wi a. Na mo ahye say mo parliament she speak clerk of parliament say fako anamboa. He cannot in his own volition send it. It must send normal instructions say one fanko no. One is under the instruction of parliament.
Yes.
And which problem say disaster one am na kasa.
Yeah, the clerk of parliament na kasa in that circumstance no onunko
baby me no nya me na me otum yo. Me mmra no mo na mo ahye and mo ahye me say as an administrator of me fanko.
No correct.
It is saying one of parliament is saying now.
Kwame, me too as an MP be a part of parliament.
Sure.
President Trollett no the brand me it is not our duty or it is not my duty as a convinced as a MP for Otafu to ferry the letter to the presidency. It is not my duty. In this circumstance, because you see, you have to do a holistic analysis. The holistic analysis then say the injunction application was geared towards Parliament and the presidency. That Parliament should not ferry the bill to the presidency, and the presidency too do not have any locus, or if you like, any mandate to sign the bill. That is an injunction that has been put on. So we have to look at it from that perspective.
Okay, from that perspective. Now, President and the DNC President in the per Article 106.7 say, Magic Kratan, me do we are no mature letter and Asia metro say. A son say, men sign it. Now, the reason why I mean sign it with the memo attached, then they say, the public be a court. Men sign it. What will stop the president from receiving it?
You have to read Order 25 of the TI 47. I'm just saying that there is an injunction on the president to even receive it. It is his law. The injunction said Nigeria.
Mubajo, can an individual go to the Supreme Court to injunct Parliament and the President in a matter a bail?
Why not?
Way.
Medical IUK versus Abufu number 2. Medical no,
case, so check here for my
Republic versus Mufat Espate Alote. I am saying that any time an attempt of an application is made, it is supposed to be synonymous with that injunction itself. They say, what the application no quite now. Say, oh, yeah, Obia, what Jim ready. Now you'll be our the administration of justice in Sudia. Say, attempt an answer application within that short time, which is the 10 days and answer time, it is supposed to be an injunction.
Interlocutory injunction.
No, correct.
Now, the action has been commenced by the court, Anambra.
Okay.
Okay. Now, secondly, can in its explicit form say president no any so receive cra and I need so gitum on at saying
there's even a Pakistan Supreme Court who has also dealt with similar matter. Kwame, and just
the question you know, say
it needs not to be specific. What needs to happen is that there should be a principle, and the principle is say there's an application of an injunction against you an institution. You cannot act to change the status quo. But
in other jurisdiction, it has to be definite. I don't know. No, Pakistan there.
If you remember, there are a number of cases actual say, and your president in say Article 1067 no, when there is an injunction against you, and the injunction to say
Number Jomibo say Krobi Bisa Bediatuo say, a dear said there was an attempt. I didn't know the be defending evidence no way.
Unless, of course, the clerk of parliament comes to tell us that he has not made.
He who alleges must prove.
It is not all the case.
I know you're on preponderance of probability.
But there are always an exception.
Oh, okay. So this one is an exception.
Yes, because you see, you are making allegation. So, who may can't say no cry. So the catch of the that is when the owners will follow me to prove.
Me pacho me bo. One of our alleges said there was an attempt by me to do ABC.
Kwame, my allege say, what we are me a punching. Me allege you know. One am so be am a punch. Why do?
Na me pacho me bo. Me na wa accuse me no. Wo pa dance here film ho. Okay. Edi abumfo.
You see,
yes, I can be quiet for you to prove it. The evidence of the game, to say the whole canon, the rule of the game is evidence. Me, we see where we are, my punchy. Ya backward, o say, kase, me we are now in e dey adanse na wo se mawia ponchi
the booster question also we no na why nya no why dia so let's be responsible. That's what I'm saying that
obia in law no obia ebusa na sem why di bia no court judge no bebu ogu no so without any shred of friends adanse
Kwame what be am punching. Oh no, I say what you are punching. When you have some kind, one can say no cry, say no cry. So who can say no cry? Upon also the media evidence they provide this because it means that there has been an establishment of an issue between me and to answer.
Yo, yati. Now, Mamenyo, your take on these braha of these LGBTQ bill, Mapas, yeah, could you say anything? You standpoint, anything?
Kwame, my standpoint, and say, number one, they don't know your idea. Me, as a practicing Catholic, me support it. However, the content and the substance of it, there are some of them that I do not support. And I think that it is in the same vein. And some other MPs may also share same or similar opinion. Kwame, also, Maya Bonne na Maya no, and the 7 Bema Koda, and I shall convince and no Kwame ticket here. Yakoda. Na ye Trimaswa, instead of it to be punishment, and then we introduce me into society by way of reforming me through counseling and other things, also the make a share fiasco. Number 4, the make a share fiasco. Have you been able to reform me? And I say, why am Papa? Why am Papa? So in my estimation, that content of where you criminalize the we are punish through imprisonment, and you can punish people through other means so that we reintroduce the person into society, not necessarily ostracizing the person. That is number one. Number two, at the year make us the president, and so also watch it through parliament. Me say the comma parliament, the comma president, and I may president, and I sign it. Me sign it.
Why?
I don't know some sign it. Me sign it. I don't know. Maybe I can say, Obia, Okoka, LGBT, who are something. Any panel, it's not share your local. So, are we saying that as a nation, we are throwing our hands in despair to the extent that we cannot do anything to help such people by reforming them or by reintroducing them into society? That is where, at the other time, even as my vets, and I still say, as a parliament and as a people, we seem to be failing. And here, we are representatives of the people. No, we cannot throw our hands in despair that way. So let's find other ways or other means of punishment whereby people are community service. Well, why can't we have ways and means to deal with that? Masa, after counseling, we introduce you into society. Let's see. That is how I think we should deal with these matters.
Okay.
Other people make this argument, and conform Musika into Lucas or the Panocrano, Uncle penalty. And I say, Uncle Tia 2,000 penalty unit, 50 or bit metia, what I could do. Those are arguments that you can make. But the question is as to how many of them. Can we say out of the few people who will be able to pay an internal, we should go ahead to imprison everybody? I don't subscribe to that. And now I'm a subscriber. And I feel that we may have to have a real look at this and say, there's an opportunity, say, or consider, and that's what I recommend it. Based on the bill, these are some of the things that the president should be able to put in the recommendation to Parliament, that we can have a real look at it as per Article 106(7) of the 1992 Constitution. He can even send it to Council of State. Now, I think the Council of State, it means a holistic understanding of what the bill entails, and even in the current circumstances that you are, and I will close my eyes that we have an economy. Say economy, say you can't say that's as a nation, are we closing our minds to this? Is it because someone wants to win an election? Is that what we are doing? Haven't we failed to educate our religious bodies? Haven't we failed to educate traditional authorities? Basically now not to tell me colleagues, but But in the circumstances, what better decision can we take to be able to salvage our country? What better decisions can we take to be able to salvage our country? There's multi-million questions that all of us should come together and think through and do this. And we should be apolitical about it. Apolitical about it. Ocean economy. Now, from now till December, the country said they say you lose about $13 billion. How are we going to survive? Have you looked at this? Have we? We have not. Hey, then we have a problem. And no, and I am a problem. It doesn't mean that anybody is going to support LGBTQ. Me, as a practicing Catholic, Archbishop Justice Yawanoti, who is the commercial Archbishop, will be disappointed in me to hear send the Bible and the Ekow Parliament or support LGBTQ. I will never do that. But education in here, we can pick a smart and better position out of it. And no other things like it. I am about it. And I think that we should start to come out. Kwame, I mean, in your politics, Kwame, meaning so you're well educated, widely read, Kwame. In the circumstances, you know that this bill in this current state, somewhere as a nation, but Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a question. We say also a board. I say religious leaders say also your man, you know, a basso, the chin also about in the current form. No, we can still do it, but we have to do it in such a way say the whole repercussions and the day. That is why I stand as a member of parliament for Old Africa constituency.
That's honorable.
Yes, that's me.
Yes, that's honorable Ekow Assafuah. Vincent, MP for Old Africa, Deputy Minister Designate for Local Government and Rural Development.
OKFM 101.7.